All right. Happy Tuesday. Welcome to yoga. I'm Jerry Givens. It's a pleasure to be here with you today. We're going to get started today by getting onto our hands and knees. So if you're sitting on a blanket or cushion or something, just move that off to the side and we'll come to table pose, please. Bringing your hands underneath your shoulders, knees beneath your hips or slightly further back. And we're going to begin with just a little bit of spine movement. So with your inhale, look forward and feel your tailbone lift behind you. And as you exhale, round your back, tucking the chin and tail under, feeling the mid back reach toward the ceiling. And inhale, look forward again. And exhale, round the back again. And just do that a few more times. Inhale, looking forward. Exhale, rounding the back. Warming up the spine. Getting a little bit of movement in the shoulders and hips as well here. Good, and making this just a bit more dynamic. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, sink back into child's pose, seat to the heels, forehead to the floor. Then inhale, float right back up to hands and knees. Look forward with the chest. Good. Exhale, back to child's pose. Let's continue to move between these two postures. Inhale, coming up and looking forward. Exhale, sinking back, releasing down. A little bit of more movement in the shoulders here and in the hips. This movement is helping to wake us up a little bit, get us into our bodies, out of our heads. Just a couple more times. Good, then exhale, sink back into child's pose and stay in child's pose for a moment. And keeping your body in child's pose, go ahead and walk your hands off the left side of your yoga mat. Just walk them off the left side, especially reaching with that right hand, and feel the hips sink toward the heels, some length along the right side of your body. Take some deep breaths here. Good, and then walk the hands back to center, and then take the hands off of the right side of your yoga mat, reaching through the left hand primarily, and feeling the left hip bone sink toward its heel. Length along the left side. Deep breaths, please. Good. Walking the hands back to center. Inhale up to hands and knees. With your exhale, curl the toes under, lift the hips into the air, coming into downward facing dog. Now it's the first down dog of the day, so go ahead and walk it out a bit, pressing a heel to the floor as you bend the opposite knee. So feeling some length in the back of the legs. And also try to feel some length in your spine here. So feel the hip bones reaching toward the ceiling behind you. It's like you're trying to flatten the back out. Breathing into any tightness here. 3, 2, and 1. Inhale, float back down onto hands and knees, please. Release the feet. Exhale, child's pose for a moment. Feeling sensation. And then building on that sensation, inhale up to hands and knees. And please step your right foot between your hands, coming into a lunge. Good. So we'll start a little bit smaller with movement here, and then we're going to make it a bit more dynamic in a moment. So with your hands or fingertips on the floor, look forward, take a deep breath in. With your exhale, straighten your right leg and pull the toes toward you. This will help to lengthen the back of the leg. Good. Then inhale, rock forward, look forward. And then exhale, rock back, straighten the leg, pull the toes toward you. And the chest is bowing toward the thigh. Inhale, looking forward. Exhale, rocking back. Let's do a few more of these. Rocking forward and back. Forward and back. Forward and back. One more time. Rocking forward, rocking back. And then rock forward, sweep the right leg back behind you, sink back into child's pose for a moment. But just for a moment, inhale back up to hands and knees, step the left foot between your hands. Feel the hips sink down. Good, same rules apply here. On the fingertips or hands, look forward, take a deep breath in. Exhale, go ahead and straighten the left leg, pull the toes back. And then inhale, rock forward. And exhale, rock back, pulling the toes back. Keep going, rocking forward and back. Feeling some length in the legs here today. The legs get so tight. Not sure if that's true for you, but I'm feeling it today. Rocking forward, inhale. Rocking back, exhale. Good, just a couple more times. Good, then rock forward, sweep the left leg back, sorry. Child's pose again. But again, only for a moment. Inhale back up and step your right foot forward, sinking the hips down. Making this movement just a little bit bigger this time. Inhale, sweep your arms up, come into a crescent lunge. Chest turns toward the ceiling as you reach back. Exhale, hands to the floor, straighten the right leg, pull the toes towards you. Good. Inhale, rock forward, lift the arms up. And exhale, hands down, straighten the leg. And see if you can just make this one big sweeping motion. Inhale, coming up. And then exhale, back. Just creating some fluidity to this. Inhale, sweeping up. Exhale, sweeping back. Straighten the leg, pull the toes back. A couple more times. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. And then exhale, come into the hamstring stretch. Straighten the legs, pull the toes back. You can walk your hands back towards your body, but stay here for about 3 to 4 breaths. Again, feeling length in the back of the leg, powerfully pulling the right toes toward you. And again, the chest is bowing toward, or bowing, I should say, toward your thigh. Good. And then inhale, rock forward. Go ahead and sweep that right leg back, child's pose once again, and once again, only for a moment. Inhale back up to hands and knees, and bring the left foot now between your hands. Sink into the hip here. Good. All right, same rules apply as the first side. Inhale, sweep the arms up, coming into the crescent lunge. With your exhale, hands down, straighten the leg, pull the toes toward you. Good. Inhale, rock forward, lift the arms up. Exhale, hands down, sweeping back. Again, inhale, lift. And exhale down. And again, try to see if you can make this a big sweeping motion, kind of creating some fluidity between these two postures. Going for just a couple more rounds. And as you come into the hamstring stretch this time, go ahead and stay. So leg straightens, pull the toes back. Again, you can walk your hands back towards your body, and the chest is coming more toward the thigh. And we're breathing, especially when you feel that tightness in the leg. One more breath here. And then go ahead and rock forward. This time, step your back foot forward, coming into the standing forward fold. Good. And release the effort in the shoulders, the head, the arms. The knees are just a little bit bent here, just a little bit of give to them, draping the upper body over the thighs. And notice where you're resting the weight of your body in your feet. Because if it's more toward the heels, I'd like you to lean forward into the balls of the feet just slightly more, and you'll feel more stretch in the backs of the legs and lower back. Good. Now from here, please press your palms to your shins, straighten your arms, bring your chest parallel to the floor and looking down at the ground. Good. Exhale, fold back down again. We're gonna do that again, halfway up. Palms to shins, straighten the arms, looking down. Exhale, fold. One more time because 3 is just psychologically satisfying at this moment. Halfway up, looking down. Exhale, fold. And then sweep the arms out to the sides. The strong back, lift yourself all the way up, reaching up and over. And exhale, stay tall. Bring the arms down, palms to the heart. Good, and feel sensation. Good morning. All right. So we're going to do our arm swings next. If you're new to this one, it's a 3-part inhale through the nose and 1 powerful exhale out of your mouth. The navel's pulling back on that. It's a pretty strong exhale. All right. Now the movement, we're going to do a bit more of a vigorous movement today. Hopefully that works out for you. So the movement for this one will be inhale, arms up, inhale, arms back, inhale, arms up, and then exhale, you're going to bend the knees, drop your body, sweep the arms behind you to inhale, come up for the next round. So that was a very slow motion. Fast motion, it's inhale, 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 exhale. All right, and we're going to keep going for about 1.5 to 2 minutes. So find a pace you can maintain. All right, so you don't have to go fast. You also don't have to go slow. It's up to you. All right. When you are ready, bring the feet about hip width apart. Again, it's a 3-part inhale through the nose and 1 powerful exhale out of the mouth. All right, here we go. Inhale, arms up. Inhale back. Inhale up. Exhale, drop. Inhale, 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 exhale. Powerful exhale. Again, you want to feel the navel pull into the body and up. This is helping to clear your respiratory system, getting rid of that stale, toxic air that builds up in the base portion of your lungs. Try to feel the full rotation of your shoulder joints is here as well. Up, and back. We'll go for about another minute. Swing it out. Again, you can go at your own pace. It does not have to be my pace. 30 more seconds. Almost there. 3, 2, and 1. Come back to standing. Close the eyes for a moment and feel. Notice your breath rate, your heart rate, feeling in the body, tingling in the arms and the hands. Maybe a cooling in the nostrils. Maybe heat building. To help regulate your breath, inhale, sweep the arms out to the side and overhead. Hold the breath in at the top of the inhale for 3, 2, 1. Exhale, release your arms down. Exhaling through the mouth. We'll do that again. Inhale, reach up. Hold the breath in. 3, 2, 1. Exhale. One more time. 3, 2, 1. Good. I love that one. It wakes you up a little bit. So to part 2 to that exercise, take your feet about shoulder width apart. Or if you're standing forward on your mat, leave about mat width apart. Okay? All right, then we're just gonna swing from side to side, swing it out. Let the back heel lift so the hips move with you. The arms are hitting the body gently, and you're looking behind you. And just like the previous exercise, we'll go for about 1.5 minutes or so. From side to side, unwinding tension in the spine. And you're not really giving any effort to the movement of the arms. They're just along for the ride. It's just the torso twisting from side to side. The arms just come with you. Now, because we are constantly twisting, it sometimes brings in a shallow breath. So if you notice that happening, I just want you to take a deeper, fuller breath, side to side, swinging it out. Going for about another 30 seconds. Feeling your spine just unwinding here as you twist from side to side. Tension kind of just breaking off, falling to the floor. Not sure if that imagery works for you, but maybe it does. 3, 2, and 1. Unwind to center. Feel sensation again as the body comes into stillness. Find your breath. Good. And then bring your awareness on back, please. Those two exercises I always couple together. The first one kind of gets the energy up, the other one kind of stabilizes it, if that makes sense. It's a great one to do first thing in the morning because it really helps to increase your circulation, it helps to wake you up a bit, helps to bring your energy up. And it's just a fun one to do, in my opinion. So we're going to move into our sun salutation next, where we'll work with chair pose. We'll work with the lunges and the hamstring stretch we did earlier, and then we'll throw in some locust pose as well. And if you don't know what any of that means, don't worry, we'll get there together. So step to the top of your mat, please. Have your feet about hip width apart and bring your palms together at the heart. We'll move a bit slower for the first couple rounds just to get it into our bodies. But with your next inhale, sweep your arms down, back, and up. With your exhale, bend your knees, drop your body down, sweep your arms behind you for chair prep. Now keep the knees bent as you lift the arms forward and up into chair pose. Stay for the exhale. Inhale, straighten the legs, reaching up. And exhale, hinge at the hips, swan dive, fold forward and down. Good. Palms to shins, halfway up here. Inhale. Then exhale, release down. Take your right foot way back. Bring the back knee to the floor. Good. Crescent lunge, inhale, lift the arms up. Exhale, hands to the floor, hamstring stretch. Pull the toes back. Good. Inhale, rock forward. Exhale, step back to downward facing dog. Good. Inhale, come into plank pose, straight line push-up. You could also do hands and knees. And then bend the elbows in toward the waist, bring the chest all the way to the ground. Release the feet. Hips grounding, lift the head, chest, and the legs coming into locust pose. Good. Exhale, release down. Curl the toes under. You have the option here to push up to hands and knees to down dog. If you want to make it a bit more challenging, you can lift the knees first and plank up and back to down dog. Either way, downward facing dog. Good. Once you're in down dog, lift your right leg high into the air behind you. With your exhale, swing or carry step the right foot between the hands. Help it through. Doesn't make it all the way up. Back knee to the floor. Crescent lunge, inhale, lift the arms up. Good. Exhale, hands to the floor, straighten the right leg, pull the toes back. Good. Inhale, rock forward, step the back foot forward, standing forward fold. Pressing palms to shins, bring the chest parallel to the floor here again. Exhale, fold down. Inhale, sweep the arms out to the side, strong back, coming all the way up. And palms to the heart again. Good, let's do that again. Inhale, sweep the arms down, back and up. Exhale, bend the knees, chair prep. Chair pose, inhale. Staying for the exhale. Inhale, lifting up. And exhale, folding forward. Palms to shins, halfway up. Exhale down, step the left foot back this time. Left foot, knee to the ground, crescent lunge, inhale. And exhale, hands to the floor, straighten the right leg, pull the toes back. Good, inhale, rock forward, step back to downward facing dog. All right, again, plank pose or hands and knees. Exhale, bring the chest and body all the way to the ground. Hips grounding. Good, lift the head, chest and legs, locust pose. Exhale, float down, curl the toes under, either hands and knees to down dog or plank straight up and back to downward facing dog. Good, in down dog, lift the left leg high. Exhale, step it all the way through. Knee to the ground, crescent lunge. Exhale, hands to the floor, straighten the left leg, pull the toes back. Good, rock forward, step forward. Palms to shins, halfway up, inhale. Exhale, fold down. Sweep the arms out to the sides, coming all the way up, inhale. And again, palms to the heart. Take an adjusting breath. We'll do a couple more rounds. And inhale, sweep down and up. Exhale, chair prep. Chair pose. Lift. And fold. Halfway up, inhale. And exhale down, step the right foot way back, knee to the floor, crescent lunge. Exhale, hamstring stretch, straighten the leg. Rocking forward, step back to downward facing dog. Good, hands and knees or plank. Exhale, bring your body all the way to the floor, ground the hips. Lift the head, chest, and legs, locust pose. Exhale, release down, curl the toes under, returning to downward facing dog. In downward facing dog, lift the right leg high and step it through, help it forward. Right leg forward, knee on the ground, crescent lunge. Good, hamstring stretch. And rock forward, step forward. Palms to shins, halfway up, extending the spine. Exhale, fold down. Sweep the arms out to the sides, coming all the way up, and we'll go right into the next round. Bend the knees, sweep the arms back, chair prep, chair pose. Lift on inhale. Fold forward, exhale. Palms to shins again. And down, step the left foot back, please. Knee to the ground, crescent lunge. Good, hands to the floor, straighten the right leg, pull the toes back. And then inhale, rock forward, exhale, step back to downward facing dog. Plank or hands and knees. Exhale to the floor. Grounding the hips, lift the head, chest, and legs. Exhale, release, curl the toes under, push up and back to downward facing dog. Left leg lifts and step it through, help it forward. Back knee to the floor, crescent lunge, inhale. Exhale, hands down, straighten the leg, pull the toes back. Then inhale, rock forward, step forward. Palms to shins, halfway up. Exhale, release. Sweep the arms out to the sides, come all the way up. Palms to the heart this time. Take an adjusting breath. We're gonna do one more round and just add just a couple of holds as we go through it. Nothing too crazy. With your next inhale, sweep the arms up. Exhale, chair prep, chair pose, and stay in chair pose for 3 breaths. So feel the chest lift as the hips sink down. One more breath. Good, inhale, straighten the legs, reach up. Exhale, swan dive forward. Palms to shins. Exhale, release, right leg back, knee to the ground, crescent lunge. Hands to the floor, hamstring stretch again. Pull the toes back, stay here for 3 breaths. Good, rocking forward, stepping back, downward facing dog. Plank or hands and knees. Exhale to the floor. Ground the hips, lifting into locust pose. We're gonna stay here for 3 breaths as well. Head, chest, and legs lifting. Exhale, release down, curl the toes under, pushing up and back, downward facing dog. Lift the right leg into the air. Step the foot on forward. Back knee to the floor, crescent lunge. And exhale, hands down, straighten the right leg, pull the toes toward you. Again, 3 breaths here. And then go ahead and rock forward. Step forward. Palms to shins, halfway up. And exhale, release. Sweep the arms out to the sides, coming all the way up. And palms to your heart. Good job. So I'll ask you to take your feet maybe about shoulder width apart, maybe a little bit wider. And make sure that you feel stable here still, toes pointing forward. There's just gonna be a little bit of a bend to the knees. I'll give you some options here. You can just fold forward. You could fold forward and hold on to opposing elbows. You can also interlace your fingers behind your back, lift the arms off the back, and fold here. Okay, so whichever forward fold feels like it's calling to you today, go ahead and come into that pose just for a few moments. Again, hands can hang toward the floor. You could grab opposite elbows. You could do this contraption that I'm doing now. Now, if your arms are not hanging toward the floor, go ahead and allow them to hang toward the floor. And roll yourself all the way up to standing inhale. Keep the eyes closed for a moment. Just feel your body adjust. Feel your breath moving in your body. Your mind aware of your breath and body. And then taking a deeper, fuller breath, please. Slowly allow your eyes to open, bringing yourself back to the space around you. All right, that's our practice for this week. Thank you so much for being here. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope it served you well.